viewers, this is ERi-TV English news broadcast for this hour. Reporting live from the headquarters in Asmara is me Bersabet Takle, and following are the major headlines for today. President Isaias arrives in St. Petersburg. International Day of Fistula observed in Mendefera. Chinese and Russian delegations to visit North Korea. And Brics meeting kicks off, making preparations for Leaders Summit. On your local reports, on the invitation of President Vladimir Putin, President Isaias arrived in Petersburg, Russian Federation, in the afternoon hours of today to take part at the second Russia-Africa Summit that will convene from 27 to 28 July. The presidential delegation includes Mr. Osman Saleh, Minister of Foreign Affairs. President Vladimir Putin extended a formal invitation to President Isaias on his visit to Russia from May 30 to June 3 this year. The first Russia-Africa Summit took place in Sochi on February 23 and 24, 2019. International Day of Fistula was observed at national level in Mendefera on 25 July under the theme "No Mother Should Suffer Due to Curable Fistula." The event that was attended by representatives of the Ministry of Health, heads of Southern Region Administration and UN offices in Eritrea featured various programs depicting the day. Speaking specifically about the causes of the prevalence of fistula, Dr. Andebrahan Tesfatian from the Ministry of Health Central Office stated that the Ministry of Health has been working hard in partnership with partners to increase public awareness of the disease, and as a result, its prevalence has been significantly reduced. In order to ensure the safety of both mothers and their unborn children, Dr. Habte Haile Melekot, a specialist in the treatment of fistulas at the Mendefera Referral Hospital, cited home birth and underage marriages as two causes of the disease's development. Dr. Habte noted that successful procedures had been carried out on 1,700 fistula patients and 90% of them have recovered, adding that fistula has unimaginable psychological and intellectual implications in addition to physical injury. International Day of Fistula has been observed for the 20th time at the international level. On your last local report, a workshop on the study and development of Nara oral poetry has been organized by the Commission of Culture and Sports in Barentu from July 22 to 24. In his opening remarks, Ambassador Zemede Tekle, Commissioner of Culture and Sports, noted the country's rich culture and conducive environment for the development of oral poetry. He added that the Commission of Culture and Sports is working with partners to promote oral poetry among all ethnic groups in the nation. Ambassador Zemede also expressed his gratitude to everyone who contributed in organizing the workshop. The participants, on their part, conducted extensive discussion on research papers presented and forwarded constructive suggestions that could support the development of other research papers. They also called for organizing similar workshops on the oral poetries of other ethnic groups of the country. The governor of Kashbarka region, Ambassador Mahmoud Ali Hurui, noted the importance of the workshop and the suggestions made. He also called for increased participation from the general public and experts in order to preserve the rich oral and folklore heritage for future generations. Dear viewers, and now I'll be back with your international reports. Do stay with us. Welcome back. China and Russia are both sending high-level delegations to North Korea this week in a rare flurry of diplomatic activity for the secluded nation as it prepares to mark the 70th anniversary of the end of the Korean War. North Korea sealed its borders during the COVID pandemic, deepening the isolation of a country that is already one of the most cut-off places in the world. Now its closest allies are set to visit for a moment of historic import. Chinese Communist Party official Li Hongzhong, who is part of the party's Central Policy-Making Committee and holds a leadership position in the top body of its rubber-stamp parliament, will lead a delegation to Pyongyang this week. This is according to a statement from Hu Xiaomi, spokesperson of the International Liaison Department of the Central Committee. A Russian delegation led by Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu will also visit North Korea from July 25 to 27 for the 70th anniversary, the Russian Defense Ministry has said. On your final report, top national security officials and senior diplomats from Brics and developing countries are gathering in Johannesburg, South Africa for a 3-day meeting to have in-depth exchange of views on hotspot issues, including Russia-Ukraine conflict and other global security issues of common concerns, which analysts said would serve as political preparations for Leaders' Summit in August. And the wider issues covered by the mechanism also underscores the bigger role it plays in global governance. The meeting, which is scheduled to last from Monday to Wednesday, is reportedly chaired by South African President Cyril Ramaphosa's National Security Advisor, Sidney Mufamadi, and is part of a series of BRICS meetings taking place ahead of the BRICS Summit in South Africa from August 22 to 24. According to a media report, aside from BRICS countries, delegates representing a record 45 countries will also join the dialogue. Senior national security officials from other BRICS and other countries, including Russian Security Council Secretary Nikolai Patrushev, Secretary of the Supreme National Security Council of Iran Ali Akbar, Indian National Security Advisor Ajit Doval will reportedly attend the meeting in person, media reported. You're still watching us on ERi-TV, dear viewers, and now a quick recap of the major headlines. President Isaias arrives in St. Petersburg. International Day of Fistula observed in Mendefera. Chinese and Russian delegations to visit North Korea. And BRICS meeting kicks off, making preparations for Leaders' Summit. David, for today. Thanks for watching.